Stop for a moment and think about how fragile the modern world really is. Almost everything around you, your phone, your clothes, your food, your fuel, depends on ships moving quietly across the oceans. We rarely notice them, but when those ships slow down, the entire global system feels it. For more than a century, global trade has relied on a small number of narrow maritime corridors. One of the most important has been the Suez Canal. This artificial waterway reshaped world commerce by cutting thousands of kilometers from the journey between Asia and Europe. It became a symbol of efficiency and globalization, but it also created a hidden weakness. When too much of the world depends on a single route, that route becomes a pressure point. Modern supply chains are built on precision. Ships run on schedules measured in hours. Factories depend on parts arriving just in time. Stores depend on predictable inventory flows. Even small disruptions ripple outward, raising costs and delaying production. Over the past few years, instability near traditional shipping corridors has exposed how delicate this balance really is. Shipping companies have faced rising insurance costs, longer transit times, and growing uncertainty. In response, they have begun to ask a difficult question. What happens if the old routes can no longer be trusted? While much of the world focused on protecting existing trade pathways, a quieter transformation was taking place far to the north. The Arctic, long viewed as a frozen barrier, has been changing. Seasonal ice coverage has been shrinking, and navigable windows have been slowly expanding. This shift has brought new attention to the Northern Sea Route, a passage running along the northern coastline of Eurasia, linking East Asia with Europe. On a map, the difference is striking. The northern path is significantly shorter than routes passing through southern chokepoints. In shipping, distance is money. Fewer kilometers mean fewer days at sea. Fewer days mean lower fuel consumption, reduced crew costs, and faster delivery cycles. For logistics planners, shaving even a week off a journey can transform profitability. For decades, this route was considered impractical. Ice conditions were unpredictable, infrastructure was limited, search and rescue capabilities were sparse, only experimental voyages were attempted, usually during short summer windows. But technological investment began to change that calculation. Specialized vessels designed for extreme cold environments made longer operating seasons possible. These ships are not built for elegance or speed. They are built for endurance, reinforced hulls, powerful engines, and systems designed to function where temperatures can disable ordinary equipment. Shipping routes, however, are never just about ships. Ports, navigation systems, communications networks, and emergency response capabilities are equally important. A trade corridor only works when an entire ecosystem supports it. As Arctic activity increased, so did attention to governance and regulation. Polar waters are not the same as open oceans. Jurisdiction, environmental protection, and safety standards are complex issues. The region has become a focal point for legal, economic, and diplomatic discussion. For global commerce, this moment does not represent the collapse of old systems, but the emergence of alternatives. Southern routes remain vital. What is changing is diversification. Companies are spreading risk by exploring multiple pathways instead of relying on one. This pattern is not new. History shows that whenever trade routes shift, economic influence gradually shifts with them. Not suddenly and not dramatically, but through investment decisions, infrastructure development, and long-term planning. The Mediterranean once dominated global trade, then the Atlantic rose. Later, the Pacific became central. Each transition reshaped economies, alliances, and industries. Today, the world is entering another phase of adjustment. Climate trends, technological advances, and geopolitical realities are converging to reshape how goods move. The Arctic is not replacing existing routes, but it is becoming part of the global logistics equation. At the same time, these developments raise important questions. Environmental risks must be managed carefully. Indigenous communities, fragile ecosystems, and long-term sustainability are central concerns. Economic opportunity brings responsibility. For policymakers, the challenge is balance, encouraging innovation while maintaining safety, and expanding trade while protecting shared spaces. Cooperation matters more than ever in regions where geography offers no easy second chances. For businesses, adaptability is the lesson. Supply chains built for a single path are vulnerable. Systems designed with flexibility can survive disruption. For consumers, the impact may appear subtle at first, changes in delivery times, pricing, or sourcing. In the shifting sands of global trade, change is the only constant. But beneath the surface of immediate disruptions and logistical challenges lies a deeper transformation in how the global economy organizes itself. The oceans remain the backbone of globalization. What is evolving is the number of viable routes, the technology supporting them, and the strategies guiding their use. Trade routes do not simply move goods. They shape history, they influence power, prosperity, and stability. As new pathways open and old ones face strain, the world is reminded of an enduring truth. Geography still matters, but adaptability matters more. The future of global trade will not belong to a single canal or a single corridor. It will belong to those who understand change early and prepare for it wisely. History does not pause when routes shift. It continues on new paths.